Today we are going to talk predominantly about Taos, that's for sure. But before we dive immediately deep into the details, I would like to give you a little bit of a setup and explain you a little bit the current situation of the brand and also go a little bit into the history of the SUVs of Volkswagen in the United States. So, 2024 was a huge year so far. Volkswagen is up by 16.7%, while the industry is only up by 2.6%. So we've been outperforming the market. And on top of this year, we have been showing many new cars. Earlier this year, we already launched the new Jetta GLI. Just last month, we have brought the ID. Buzz to the dealers. And we have shown you also the new Golf GTI, Golf R, and the all-new Tiguan, which will all come into 2025. And of course, the new Taos, which is just about to arrive before the end of the year. But this year has not only been very successful in terms of market share and new products, but this year also was very special for us as a company here in the United States because it marks 75 years for us when we first brought the first cars here on the shores to the United States. That was back in 1949. So looking in the audience, I guess nobody of us was around, but I think we all can agree. But let's work this out maybe later. I guess it's fair to say that we all can agree it's a really impressive number.
4 years to go.
Okay, let's have a
You were there.
Let's have a second and have a look at this beautiful image. This is showcasing a little bit the highlights of the Volkswagen history, but of course only part of this rich history. When you look at this image, what you will see is there's one Atlas and there's one Tiguan, but there's not too many SUVs. I guess it's fair to say that historically Volkswagen is a car brand. We have been offering affordable sedans, hatchbacks, and coupes, and of course, as a matter of time, we wanted to change this, and we have pivoted our portfolio in the direction where the US market is going. And of course, Americans love SUVs. And they do not only love SUVs, but more specifically, they love SUVs made for Americans, having their needs and their requirements in mind. So, Volkswagen has offered SUVs since 20 years in this country. We started with Touareg, the first generation of Tiguan, and they were really great cars. But they were brought from Europe when they were developed and made. We didn't have really the US consumer in mind. So we knew we could do much better than this. And this has also become clear for us. If we want to be successful in this market, we have to have the US consumer top of mind and it has to be our highest priority. And with this, we were bringing the first generation of Atlas into the market back in 2016. And just shortly afterwards, the Crossport. And ever since, we have been really following this path, trying to be more US customer focused when it comes to the size of the vehicle, the design of the vehicle, the functionality, well, and certainly also the price. All of this led to one very remarkable number that you can see over here, because today more than 3/4 of our sales are SUV in the market. So very impressive. But these SUVs were not only good for us to sell more cars and to enlarge our footprint. So they were very well received by our customers, but they were also successful in the professional eyes of journalists and media representatives like you are, because these cars have won quite a fair amount of awards and have been also very successful in this area. So, let's talk about Taos. Taos was launched as a model year 2022 and it has become a staple of our brand. In particular in Canada and Mexico, where it is our best selling car. In the United States, it's number 4. And despite the fact that we are in a run-out period, we've been able to grow by almost 9% year to date with this car. This is really remarkable. Since it launched, we have almost sold 210,000 cars only in the United States so far. So in a very, very short period, we were able to create a very strong name.